Let me set the stage. You're standing on the snow-blanketed slopes of Mount Yōtei, the wind howling through the cherry blossoms. Your katana gripped tight as an eerie silence falls. Then, a whisper, a ghostly flicker, a moment of stillness before all hell breaks loose. Welcome to Ghost of Yōtei, a samurai epic that might just blindside the entire gaming world. This isn't a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's a spiritual sledgehammer. This video is your complete breakdown. Lore, mechanics, combat, visuals, sound, everything. And if you're into katana clashing, spirit hunting, tea-sipping, samurai drama, buckle up. From the first frame, Ghost of Yōtei tells you what it is. An emotional, artistic, brutal journey through myth and memory. Set in feudal Japan but soaked in supernatural tension, this isn't your typical samurai revenge tale. It's darker, it's colder, it's personal. You play as Kenshiro, a former Onmyoji warrior exiled after a spiritual betrayal. After a decade in the mountains, he's pulled back into a world that's forgotten him, but one that's being torn apart by corrupted yokai and cursed shogunates. There's no grand army to lead, no legend to restore. Just you, your blade, and the voices of the dead. The world is the real ghost here. Mount Yōtei isn't just a backdrop, it's a character. Snow-covered forests, crumbling temples, shrines half buried in frost, and villages haunted by sorrowful spirits. It's stunningly handcrafted. You'll walk through windswept graveyards, follow foxfire trails, and meditate by frozen waterfalls. And it's not open-world clutter, it's dense, curated, and meaningful. This is environmental storytelling on another level. Every footprint in the snow has weight. Every shrine holds a story. Every gust of wind feels like it's whispering a warning. Even the wildlife is storytelling. Ghost crows that call before yokai attacks. Spirit foxes that lead you to forgotten relics. Wolves that only appear during blood moons and flee the moment you approach a cursed path. The combat? Haunting. Think Sekiro meets Neo but with the tempo of a ghost story. You have two main combat styles, the blade and the spirit. Blade combat is all about timing, precision, parries, and brutal finishers. It's grounded, bloody, and tight. But then comes the spirit. Your spirit arts are fueled by yokai essence. You absorb it from fallen enemies and cursed objects. These powers let you summon ethereal clones, slow time in a spectral burst, or bind enemies in spiritual chains. But here's the kicker. Overusing spirit powers attracts stronger yokai. You grow powerful, yes, but every gift brings a curse. It becomes a tactical choice. Go loud with the ghosts or stay hidden in the shadows. There's even a corruption gauge. Overload it and your character begins hearing voices. Miss parries, hallucinate mid-fight. It's brutal, unnerving, and brilliant. Visually, this game is poetry. No HUD, minimal UI. It relies on visual cues, the way snow falls faster, the way your blade hums in warning, the subtle flicker of red on the horizon. The soundtrack blends traditional Japanese instruments with eerie ambient soundscapes. Flutes, taiko drums, and ghostly whispers that seem to come from behind you. And yes, it's fully voice acted in Japanese first, subbed, not dubbed. The audio direction alone deserves awards. Yokai don't just appear, they announce themselves. Distant screams, cracking trees, whispers in the wind, music swells dynamically. Enter a cursed forest and the flute melody breaks down. Step into a memory shrine and soft chants rise up. The sound design feels like it's breathing. This isn't a collect 'em all fest. Side quests are called echoes, memories of the dead that guide you to unfinished stories. One echo might take you to a mountain cabin, where a missing child led spirits into the living world. Another might force you to duel the ghost of a former ally, reliving the moment you failed to save him. Each echo deepens the world in your past. There's no checkbox, it's emotional weight. And as you complete echoes, you uncover more about Kenshiro's lost years, his former master, and the ancient deal he broke that cursed the land. Some echoes involve spirit puzzles, aligning moonstones, deciphering chants, or performing rituals in the correct seasonal order. Others ask moral choices that affect which spirits haunt or help you later. Progression in Ghost of Yōtei isn't XP bars and loot drops, it's enlightenment. Instead of leveling up, Kenshiro finds revelations, moments of clarity from meditations, rituals, or defeating major spirits. These unlock new stances, spirit forms, and narrative branches. Customization is spiritual, not statistical. You choose your shrine relics offering different passive boons. You upgrade your blade not with ore, but with offerings, each tied to a story or quest. And death isn't failure, it's dialogue. Every time you fall, you meet a new spirit in the afterlife. Some mock you, some guide you, some ask questions. Your answers shape your path forward. There's even a mechanic where dying too often without spiritual balance leads to a blood moon event. Mass yokai outbreaks in zones you've previously cleared. Cleansing them becomes its own quest. The studio behind Ghost of Yōtei, a lesser-known Japanese indie collective named Sanzaworks, has poured their soul into this project. Previously only recognized for small mobile horror experiences and folklore visual novels, this is their first big-budget cinematic experience, and it shows. Their goal? To make a game that feels like it was whispered by spirits, subtle, powerful, unforgettable. With plans for free post-launch content, rotating spirit hunts, and seasonal shrine rituals that affect world events, Ghost of Yōtei might evolve beyond a game into a living legend. Keep your incense ready. Kenshiro's journey has just begun. So is Ghost of Yōtei worth your time? If you like games that throw tutorials at you, checklist objectives, and loud explosions, no. Go play something else. But if you want a slow burn masterpiece, a game that makes you feel the weight of every swing, every silence, every spirit, then this might be your next obsession. It's not trying to be Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's carving its own legend, quieter, colder, but just as sharp. Let us know in the comments, would you walk into the spirit storm of Mount Yōtei? And what would you offer to the shrine to lift the curse? Smash that? Like if you're into mythical breakdowns, and subscribe for more Zero BS deep dives. This has been Gaming Demon. Until next time, stay sharp, stay haunted, and remember, the real ghost was always regret.